Hello and welcome to another episode of Perspective, the action-packed youth debate show. This debate show looks for bright young teams of debaters who use their words to captivate an audience and get the world's attention. We also look for those who are passionate and powerful enough to prove their point on perspective. So in today's episode, we have new teams, we have a new topic, and we also have a new judge joining us today. So without further ado, let's get into this. So let's introduce the judges first. So to my left, I have three judges on our judging panel today who are going to be looking at how well the contestants speak, how well they manage their time, and how strong their arguments truly are. So let's introduce the judges. Firstly, I have Mr. David Thompson. He was working in the British Army, then in the Omani Air Force for 4 years. He was also a physio for the NHS for 20 years. He currently works as a family support worker in a children's centre. He is interested in reading and the current affairs, and he also likes travelling. So we know already what the judges as a whole will be judging on, but Mr. David, can I ask you personally, what are you looking for in the winning team today?
The winning team will provide clear arguments, and importantly, they'll be able to defend those arguments when it comes to the rebuttals.
Thank you very much, Mr. David Thompson. Now we have Miss Swaiba Ahmed. She's 20 years old. She's just finished A-levels in philosophy, sociology, and in drama, and she's pursuing a career in acting. So, Miss Swaiba, what are you looking for today in the winning team?
I think above all, clear, confident arguments. I think that when you speak well, that's when you can really put your arguments across. And yeah.
Okay, and our final judge, Mr. Mahmoud El Ghanem. He's aged 22, he's interested in Middle Eastern politics, economy and Islamic history. His occupation, he's a corporate health consultant for one of the leading health consultancies. He also holds a degree from the prestigious London School of Economics in Government and Economics, as well as a Master's in Development Management. So, Mr. El Ghanem, what are you looking for today in the winning team?
First of all, obviously make sure you enjoy it and actually learn something and gain something out of it. And secondly, no need for shouting or anything like that, just listen and try and kind of pinpoint any weak arguments and then deliver your arguments based on those.
Okay, so the judges want a lot from you contestants today, and particularly confidence seems to be something which they're looking out for. So let's introduce the teams. So to the left we have the three lions, and to my right we have EYC Group 2. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each of you to pick up the microphone, and I want you to tell me your name, your age, and something that interests you or one of your hobbies. So let's start off with the three lions. Can I ask you on the far side to pick up the microphone, give us your name, your age, and something that interests you?
My name's Omar, I'm 12 and I like to play football.
Can you pass it on to the next person?
My name's Asham, I'm 11 and I like playing tennis.
My name's Adib, I'm 12 years old and I like playing cricket.
Okay, so we've got a very sporty team over there with Amar, Risham and Adib. Now we head over to EYC Group 2. Can I please ask you to do the same?
My name's Rahel, I'm 13 and I like sports in general.
My name's Heaven, I'm 13 and I like to play basketball.
My name's Sunny and I'm 13 and I like history.
Okay, so thank you very much Heaven, Rahel and Senate. We also have another sporty team over here. Maybe we should have just had a game of football rather than the debate. But, so, we're going to head over into the debate now. So today's topic, we have technology and social media in schools, and more importantly for the student. We know that this is a very controversial topic because on one hand, some may argue that it's the future of studying, as the internet provides a wealth of information for studying students, and the social media also provides them with a voice. However, some could also argue that the internet is very dangerous, as anyone can find out information about anyone, and specifically a student who may be vulnerable, and also cyberbullying can prove to be a major problem in the modern world. So the three lions are going against the topic, so they are debating today against technology and social media in schools and for the student, and we have EYC Group 2 who are arguing for the topic. So in this first phase of the program, what's going to happen is I'm going to ask each contestant to give a short 1 to 2 minute speech, just outlining their main points and their reasons on why they are on either side of the topic. So just giving me a very, very brief description of your arguments and why you believe in what you are debating for. So remember, 1 to 2 minutes, the judges are going to be looking at how well you speak, how strong your points are, and also how you manage your time. So make sure it's not too short and make sure your speech is not too long either. So I'm going to start with the 3 lions here. So can I ask each one of you now to give your speech and then pass the microphone on to the next person.
Today I shall be bringing upon the case of how technology and social media can affect the children in schools. Firstly, I would like to mention that technology is a distraction. Social media and technology like mobile phones is something that nearly every school is trying to stop. I am against the use of social media like Instagram and Twitter in school, as it is affecting people's everyday learning and it significantly reduces their concentration. If students are allowed to use social media in classrooms, they will be easily distracted and they will not follow lessons and what the teachers are saying. Face-to-face communication or socialization is very important in life. Social media is something that also interferes with human interactions. It will stop face-to-face contact and communication, reducing the amount of things which is learnt from the conversations. They might miss the class discussions as well. It will also create some peer pressure, as some children shall be pushed into stuff that is not right, but they will do it just because their friends do it. Over time, children shall also lose their self-esteem or confidence in speaking, as many children do not know how to speak in class in front of a teacher. Children might be misguided by social media, as the whole world is facing fake news problem. They are so small that they will not be able to judge what is true and what is false, and there is also a risk of improper use. Cyberbullying through social media is also a big problem, so it can increase bullying in school and children can become a victim easily. Let me tell you a story of when I started year 7. When I was given a phone at the start of year 7, I was tempted to constantly check on my WhatsApp and messages. However, when I am going through this temptation, this will also lead to cyberbullying, and this is not a very good thing. Other people, other children who cannot pick out cyberbullying will be harmed from this type of things.
Is that it?
Oh, so I end my argument by saying social media can harm students in school more than it can help.
Okay, thank you very much, Nadeeb, for that really, really powerful speech. Now can I ask Risham to give your 1 to 2 minute speech, please?
I am against social media and technology in school because of the 3 following reasons. Firstly, social media attracts the child and makes them use it for a long time, which causes them to suffer from poor mental health because the child has lack of sleep or the screen had got to their eyes. Secondly, social media and technology distracts the child from their education, which causes them to fail on their tests and have a bad future. Thirdly, social media can cause children to get bullied online, and the child might not know what to do in that situation. And if someone pretends to be the child's friend and then asks for their location, the child would tell them because they did not know what to do. As a result of these 3 reasons, I am against technology and social media in school.
Thank you very much, Risham. Now can I ask Amar to give his short speech, please?
I'm against technology in school because even though it can be helpful, some people use it negatively. One way technology can interfere with students in school is by distracting them from the work they are meant to be doing. We live in a world where people are addicted to their phones. This is also affecting students. Secondly, technology is having a negative impact on students' physical and mental health. Students find it harder to socialize and to use their imagination. Students are also finding it harder to sleep. All these things are examples of the way technology can be bad for students and schools. The main problem with technology in schools is the issue of safety. Technology can lead to abuse and cyberbullying, especially between students. This is why there is no place for technology in a place where students should be safe and focused.
Thank you very much, Amar. So we had some very, very powerful points and a very powerful argument coming from the 3 lions. Now I'm going to head over to EYC Group 2, who are for the topic of technology and social media in school and for the students. So can I ask you to do the same? Just pick up the mic, give us your short 1 to 2 minute speech and pass it on to the next person.
I agree with technology in school because, as you may know, in schools there are different social groups and not everyone are able to fit into these social groups. People might struggle to interact with other people and this might lead to a lack of confidence. However, if there are phones and devices in school, people may be able to talk to their family or friends outside of school, which may expand on their comfort zone.
Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Heaven and I will be discussing about how using your phone will benefit young students today. We should be able to use our phones in school in case of emergencies. This is because of a problem has occurred that they are to reach the police, parent and carer, etc. It has been said that academies are calling on schools and rethink banning phones after our suggested functions such as calculators, emails can be used for educational purposes. During a nine-month experiment involving classes aged 14 to 16, pupils used smartphones in lessons not to go on social media but to make short films, homework, reminders and time experiments. The smartphones let students access revision webs, log into emails, etc. and help benefit the students in their learning.
Okay, thank you very much. And we have one more speech from EYC Group 2.
I'm for using technology in schools because in case of lack of organisation. In schools, like if we don't prepare something and we forget it at home, we would get punished. Like, for example, we would get detentions. An example is if I forget my school book at my auntie's house due to a family emergency, I will go to school and I will still get punished. However, if I were allowed to use social media or my phone, I could call my parent or my carer to bring it to us in school, as we didn't forget it on purpose, but we forgot it by accident due to a family emergency.
Okay, thank you very much, EYC Group 2. So from both sides, we've had some very strong arguments based on the topic now. Coming from EYC Group 2, we have the idea that technology is essential for student life in terms of organisation as well as safety, whereas the Three Lions would like to argue that technology is nothing more than a hindrance in the education of a student. So we've heard all speeches from both our groups already, so we know what their main arguments are, and I'm sure that the judges were impressed with what they've heard. So now we're going to head over into our next phase, but before that we're going to have a very short break. So make sure you don't leave us, because coming up next we have the debating round, and we'll catch you shortly.